Hi, welcome to another Swim Focus video. Today we're talking about flexibility of the upper body, or tension and tightness in the upper body, right? Because both can cause inflexibility or effective inflexibility in the upper body. So some common things that we see if this happens is that, definitely breathing becomes more of a challenge. Usually your horizontal body line will kind of sink like this. And definitely you'll be tired very, very quickly. So this is someone that, gets tired after 50 meters to 100 meters and is feeling very, very exhausted, like just out of breath completely after that kind of time point. So let's just take a look at the video here. And what we can see here, again, head's a little high. Arms tend to be spinning because if the tension is there, you're not going to want to kind of relax and stretch out. You're going to want to get into that next stroke. So it's almost like a windmill style stroke that we see quite frequently. And when you have that windmill, it's going to put a lot more pressure on your hips and it's going to sink down your legs, right? So you can see that body line in here. I can even draw it here maybe. So that body alignment here is, head here, and we can see the hips starting to sink and the leg average is way down there. Whereas we should see something, head here, hips here, and feet maybe here. So you can see a big, big difference. And what that does, again, it makes you drag a ton. So your legs are dragging because of the tension in your chest. And then the breath, every time you need to take a breath because you're sinking, you're going to have to pop up and those hips are going to sink down again. And you won't be getting a good breath and then you're going to be really out of breath. So flexibility in the upper body has a real effect. If we want to start to dial in, what can we do to, the next level is if you're just tight, if you're feeling relaxed, but your body's just tight, you're going to get to a certain point. So imagine you're here and I go to pull, right? And if I'm tight, I'm not going to be able to develop that same power because I'm at the full extension range. So if I'm at my full extension range and I try to pull, there's no power there, right? But if I'm at my, here's a happy medium point here. Now, okay, that's where I can start to develop some pull power. Same idea in your range of motion while you're swimming. So if I have my range of motion all the way back here, and then I want to start swimming here, I'm going to be much, much more powerful. So, and those positions are going to be easier and easier to get into. You can start to get a longer catch if you have better flexibility. You can grab more water, right? But being more powerful in those positions because you don't have the impingement in your shoulder and don't have those impingement positions is going to be much, much better in the long run. So flexibility can actually be thought as a strength training program in swimming. And that's how I tend to sell it to my athletes. Hey, yes, it's flexibility. And, flexibility sometimes is thought as kind of, I don't need that. I'll just work a little harder and get a little bit stronger. No, in swimming, you need that flexibility to use the strength that you already have. So don't skip out on it because you're going to be missing a great chance to increase the power in the water, right? And that's level 2. And once you feel good on that, then, you don't have to worry too much about your flexibility. If you have questions, drop me a line, mike@swimfocus.com. Love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Thanks.